Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's holidays were good. In today's tutorial, I wanted to create a look that's still very winter wearable. And I think this mauve metallic eye look and wine colored lips really captured that perfectly. And I actually created this eye look using only the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. So keep watching if you want to see how I got this look. As usual, we'll start priming our eyes with MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre. We'll apply this evenly throughout the eyelid without touching the eyebrow. And also a little bit under the eye, as we will be applying eyeshadow there as well. We want to set this with a very light powder, so I'll be using the MAC Studio Fix in NC25. And I'll just be gently patting that in. The first color we'll be using will be Tempera. And we'll be applying this under our eyebrow, concentrating more on our brow bone. Next in our palette, we'll be using the color Burnt Orange. This will serve as our transition color, so we want to apply it slightly above the crease area. To save time, I'm not mentioning any of the brushes I'm using, but I will be listing them in the descriptions below. Now I'm going in with Red Ochre, and I'll be using this as our main crease color. And I'll be applying this in the form of an upside down U, since this will be a spotlight style eyeshadow. And don't worry if the color isn't that vibrant, we will be coming back to this. And for the spotlight, we'll be using the color Vermeer. And we'll be applying this only at the center of the actual eyelid in a press and slide motion. We'll be using the color Cyprus Umber for the darker areas of our spotlight. We'll be applying it in the outer and inner corners of our eyelid, gently dragging it towards our spotlight, being careful not to go into it. And once we've done this on both eyes, we'll go ahead and draw a thin line connecting both of the corners. Careful not to blend this out too much. Now going back in with the color Red Ochre, I'm going to go ahead and start to brighten up that crease color more. We also want to try to make this crease color a little bit thicker. We'll also be going back in to that color Cyprus Umber to brighten up the dark area of our spotlight. Now we'll spray a flat shader brush with MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and we'll go back into the color Vermeer, and we're gonna go ahead and touch up our spotlight. Now I'll be using the color Antique Bronze, and this will be serving as a transition color between that dark and that light color we used for our spotlight. Again, back to the color Red Ochre, we'll start applying the eyeshadow under our eyes. I'll be applying this from corner to corner of the eye. Once this is done, we can go ahead and wipe off any fallout with a makeup removing wipe. Now we can begin on the rest of the face, so I'll go ahead and start on my foundation. I like to go over it with a damp beauty blender to make sure that it has a nice smooth finish. Now I'll be applying concealer under my nose and eyes, and I'll also be shaping the bottom of my eyeshadow with the concealer as well. We can also go over the concealer with a damp beauty blender. After this is done, I'm going to go ahead and do some cream contouring. I usually contour my cheekbones, my forehead, underneath my bottom lip, and of course my nose. We can blend out our contour with a brush or a wet beauty blender as well. Next, I'll be setting in all of the areas where I didn't contour with my RCMA setting powder. Next, I'll be baking my under eye area with banana powder, being careful not to touch my eyeshadow. I like to put a little bit under my nose as well. Since I would use this as a night look, I'm going to go ahead and also apply a bit of powder contouring, just to make it look a little bit more dramatic. And what I'm using is the Shade and Light Contouring Palette by Kat Von D. And I'm basically going over all of the cream contouring I did earlier. To make my nose contour pop out a little bit more, I'll be going over it with that banana powder as well. I leave it on at least 10 to 15 minutes, then I go ahead and wipe off. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that contour I did on the cheekbones with some banana powder as well. This will make it look more defined. And while that is baking, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my blush. I decided to also retouch the eyeshadow under my eye using Cyprus Umber just to make it pop a bit more. For my waterline, I'm going to go ahead and use the NYX Wonder Pencil in medium. You guys know I like using these light shade eyeliners just because it makes your eye look a little bit bigger. Okay, we can wipe this off now. Now I'll be applying my highlight, and I'm using Anastasia Beverly. You guys, I like bringing my highlight a little bit more towards my cheeks, and I also like to apply a little bit on top of my lips. Now that our face is complete, we can go ahead and begin on our eyeliner, and today I'm going to be using the NYX Professional Liquid Eyeliner. You guys, I'll be doing a video soon on how I do my winged liner. I mean, I'm not the best at it, but I'll be happy to teach you what I do now. Moving on to my favorite part, we're going to be applying our lashes now, and I'm using Cosmic Lashes in Loyalty. And I do have a discount code you guys can use, and that will be listed in the descriptions below. For my mascara, I use a combination of Telescopic by L'Oreal and the Colossal Cat Eyes by Maybelline. For my lips, first I use the Lottie London Slay All Day lip liner in Throwback Thursday. Then I fill them in with the MAC Liquid Lip Color and topped with Brandy. Normally with liquid lipsticks, it's not necessary to use a lip liner, but I feel that using a darker shade lip liner gives the lips a better contrast. And here you have our complete look. I hope you guys liked this look as much as I did. I had so much fun doing it. It's something totally different than what I'm used to, but this is an example that it's always good to try new things. Hope you guys are subscribed to my channel, and if you liked this tutorial, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Bye loves, see you soon in my next video.